Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to take a look at the scenario civilization starts over. In the last episode, which didn't release because I accidentally deleted it, but stuff happened, you can see that, yeah, the map, wait, here we go guys, I fixed the map. Also, Gujarat owns this. Last episode, which I didn't manage to release, we saw revolutions happen once. So the Chinese Revolution, which kind of scares because these guys, like we're in 1530s, these guys kind of want a united Asia, and the countries around them want sovereignty. Like they do not want a united Asia, and that will also be a pretty powerful country, stronger than some European ones. Like for example, they could beat like Belgium. Speaking of them, in last episode we saw this happening. Basically, Oslo will declare war on France only because the operation seeing it that Balearics made, they do not activate the CTO. Oslo is going to help Belgians against the French though. But what we say is that the Balearics are cooking. Like they knew this was going to happen. They're going to have some trouble in the Alps, but their objective is to weaken like Belgium like a lot. They do a journey and they conquer this colony. They rapidly conquer it, which is weakening the Belgians. For now, the Balearics can't get to New York, so it wouldn't be. They will fight. We will see France going on, but then Oslo and CTO troops arrive and they get absolutely destroyed. This is the only front where the Belgians are winning, and it's thanks to the CTO, but now they go through Normandy, retake it pretty easily. They keep going there. And basically, after this, the French are kind of retreating now. And they're realizing that maybe this war isn't going to turn in their favor, and they surrender, they leave the war. The Balearics understand that maybe understand some tough, but they decide to fight anyway. They ignore the Alps, they go in other places. They just want to do a quick victory, which is what they're trying to do. The war with France ended. Lyrics won't forget the betrayal, but after a while, some CTO troops still decide to fight against the Balearics, which understand that maybe we it's not because the Belgians are starting to push back alone. And after this, they decide to end the war because they still won. They weakened the Belgians and they might do a lot of stuff. So in the peace treaty, we see that the Balearics expanded a lot. They got the puppets in Genoa. The Belgians are still pretty strong. They got some land out of France, which got weakened. Normandy is back. And they probably won't be able to make a comeback out of this. They're bankruptcy. And also something else is about to happen. Something bad about to happen to me. On in Africa, we see this happening, and basically now the Balearic Empire is a threat, like a serious threat. They managed to take down the Belgians in a quick way. They took them the Mediterranean Sea access away, and the CTO is going to help the Belgians, which are still going to resist because yeah, they are still a strong country, even though they got to be like If they didn't peace out, they could have pushed back maybe. But no, Balearics ain't stopping. Like 2 years later, 1532, yeah, they will punish the French for what they did. Their navy is way stronger than the French one. Considering their army together, this campaign decimates them. Belgium will take big advantage of the rival, and the rivalry will probably end as we see another OG country disappear from the map. Or do they? Let's take a look at the peace treaty. Yeah, guys, it's unbelievable. Line Belgium expanded, but the French still exist. The Balearics took big advantage. They expanded greatly, but it made them still exist. If they weren't allied, they would have been jumped. Well, now everybody's starting to get scared of this country, which has drew too much battle plans. What's happening else in the world? Oh, the Chinese Republic has united with Taiwan, and now the objective of a united Asia seems like might come true. Japan is saying, alright, what the hell? The Philippines are extremely angry at this. Laos is scared. Guangxi is scared. The Manchurian country, Beijing, what that, they're extremely scared because they know they will be the first target. But for now, the government just decides to explore and make an exploration campaign instead of doing bad stuff, which actually helps. Like some technology makes them discover the Himalayas, even though it's not that much realistic in like the 1530s. It's probably not all in the 1530s, like the 600s, this will happen. But in one way or another, this happens. And then we see Gujarat deciding to expand a little bit by making themselves a little bit bigger. I don't remember. No, this isn't a country. So like Gujarat hegemony over India shows them expanding. Also, this country will expand a little bit. Bangladesh will expand a little bit. They will do what they can do best. Or we also see Myanmar forming, and they're going to be pretty important because they will start their history and they will start as a trading empire actually. They're going to become quite rich and they might use that money for something. You know, they're starting to improve. They can be the underdogs of Asia. If if destiny allows it, we're going to see a lot of them. The Philippines are going to claim some more Pacific Ocean islands now that China is kind of scary. So yeah, the Russian Union still stands. I know it's too much incredible. Like it's one of the greatest things the world has ever done. Archangels, they're still expanding in the cold. They are a pretty strong country. The Baltic Empire is running out of places to expand, and now they're pretty mad. So mad that, in fact, come on, this country gets jumped, and instead of becoming a puppet, they get fully annexed and integrated into the. Poland is scared for their life. Everyone are wondering how is this possible? Why is the Baltic Empire bossing everyone around? Oslo is starting to think that maybe this isn't exactly the best country to be allied with. It's called the Age of Empires. It's not going to die. But following years, we see that wholly big colony might be a bit unrealistic. It happens this fast. So Balearics have hegemony over Western Africa, but the Belgians find another safe place. They land in Madagascar and colonize it. Land in Madagascar. Where have I seen that before? Wonder. Basically, this is going to be African colony of Belgium, and trust me, this is going to save their colonial empire. Ireland has a dream. They want to colonize. They're in the city, of course, they join in the fight against the Balearics because they're like extremely close to the Belgians. They will do anything for them. But now they have a dream. They want to colonize. Belgium is going to help them. We're going to see in the 1540s, they will try to get a small colony and they will succeed like the Baltics because Belgium will help them and also Oslo is close. So they all three sign a treaty to divide up spheres of influence, I guess. Maybe not fully partition the continent yet, but like, they do stuff. For example, this happens, all of this is Irish. All of this is going to be Belgian. France won't colonize in this universe because they can't. Literally, they're blocked from anyone. But now we're going to see also some exploration, like this will happen. They will go in this and fully. This is just great and peak. Also, this island will get discovered. They won't fully divided up yet because they still need to fill up tanks. So, whoa, what is that? Right, here we go. But now the Balearics are going to focus on the new world a little bit. They want to reach the Indies, and to do that, they need to find a way around. They will massively expand into South America. You know, Iberian countries always colonize South America. Basically, they go into the Amazonian forest. They find some tribes actually, and the tribes win. The tribes like successfully kind of keep the Balearics away, which is absolutely incredible, absolute cinema. Tribes stopped the Europeans. Also, Balearic Empire is officially signing an alliance treaty with Cameroon, like going to protect them. Cameroonians helped against Belgium and helped taking the colony. But now we're going to see Egypt, which is becoming paranoid. They want control over the Bab el Mandeb Strait, so they're going to send their friend Sudan puppet, and they did it. Okay, maybe not all of that. This, oh, dude, come on. This is dude, LeBron. Um, this is the main thing. Like this. The rest is control. Also, Sudan got all of Eritrea because why not? But now Egypt will become a little bit richer. They are easily the strongest country in Africa, and they can destroy anyone if they really wants to. Caspia now is Caspia has became a little bit stronger, big. Mesopotamia, they're expanding too because why not? Another big. Caspia is not going to invade them. They're not really an expansionist country. Like they've got technology, but they're not exactly the country wants. Like if they expand is because it's unclaimed land, and so they want it all. And like they do not invade foreign countries usually. They only do for self-defense. In fact, they helped Ukraine in like the war against Belarus. Belarus has exited the CTO. Oh wait, what? Holy switch up. The Baltic Empire, since it ran out of places to expand, is now invading Belarus. They were just allies like a few times ago. 1545 maybe. Now they're getting jumped. Why does the world want this? Why did this have to happen? The Ladzugali country will try to get involved, but they get bossed around. Basically, after some lands get captured, they surrender. And long story short, the Baltic Empire is going to win. Yeah, let's take a look at the peace treaty. We see that the Baltic Empire is going to give some territory to Crimea. Belarus is squashed. The Baltics annexed a lot of land and they're becoming stronger and ever stronger. Power rankings, the strongest country in the world is easily the Balearic Empire. Like, absolutely. Also, number two is like probably Oslo. Number three, blame Belgium, but they're like the Baltics might surpass it pretty soon, and this is pretty scary. In fifth place, probably got either Crimea or Caspia. Probably Caspia and Crimea is like sixth. Seventh, Egypt. Eight, I don't know, like maybe the Chinese Republic. I don't know if they're getting there. Maybe Japan. They could be the underdog, or maybe the Russian Union might be eight. Probably Russian Union. Number nine is well, Ireland isn't that strong. Number nine is probably Japan. Number 10, it's not Athens because they're kind of weak. Not it's the Impulse or Milan. It might be Ireland, but it's probably yeah, it's Ireland. Ireland is 10th, and these are the power rankings. The Philippines are like extremely close to Ireland. Same thing for China. It's pretty tied, 10 spots, but this is what our world has to offer. So it was a pretty short episode. It was kind of filler, not gonna lie, even though it had a big war. It had lore up inside of it. Some stuff happened, some countries expand. And this it was a pretty good episode. The next one we're going to continue with the story and see ya.